Hey everyone, I'm Jeff and I'm a recovering alcoholic. What is today? Today I've got 4 months and 23 days clean and sober. So if you're seeing me for the first time, you're getting somebody who's putting his life out there for the newbie sober person. My goal is for all of us to become earth people, to become normal people and not drunks, not alcoholics. So I have found this need, I just have this need in my soul to reach out and help other people that were hurting like me not too long ago. Today's video, and this is the number 8th video I've done, and today is the 8th day that I had this channel going. So as you can tell, I'm all into it. But today's video is very sad and it's morbid, but I think it's necessary, talking about alcoholic statistics, alcohol abuse statistics. It's also known as alcohol use disorder. I pulled some numbers. Lord knows I didn't write down all the figures because I pulled from 2 different sites, and I'm going to give you those sites so you know I just didn't come up with this randomly. But these are 2020 figures, and they're from reputable sites. And another thing too, I want you to have these websites that you can go to, because I just wrote down 9 of them, but there were dozens and dozens. They really break it down. Both sites break it down into many dozens and dozens of stats when it comes to alcohol abuse. But I just skimmed the surface of some of the major topics when it comes to alcohol abuse statistics. So this ain't going to be pretty. Lord knows, drinking 40 shots a day for the last 25 years, Lord knows, I was a contributor to these stats, and would have been a contributor to some of the other stats too if I hadn't have stopped. So am I trying to scare you? Damn straight I'm trying to scare you, because I wish I would have known these. I am neck deep in recovery. I study this stuff all day when I'm not working. I have a business, so when I do that, but I don't have to be present at my business, 8 hours a day. So no, it's not dealing drugs. So anyway, I'm neck deep in this stuff all the time, and I had no idea how bad it was. And the really startling part, from stats that I've been looking at, the numbers are increasing every year. The percentages are increasing every year. It's getting worse. It really got worse during COVID because everybody was stuck. But it's continuing after, COVID's it's still around apparently, but we can still go places now, obviously, and the numbers are still increasing. But I'm pulling from 2020 numbers. Let's dive into it, folks. I think if you've never, I was blown away by these facts. I had no idea how bad it really was. I knew it had to be bad. Even when I was a drunk, I knew it had to be bad. As much as I hate to, I'm going to dive into these numbers. It's going to blow you away, I promise. Okay, the first set of statistics are coming from drugabusetatistics.org. Drugabusetatistics.org. 140,557 people die from the effects of alcohol each year in the United States. Almost 141,000 people every year die because of alcohol. Why is it okay and legal? I don't get this. Why is it okay and legal to inject poison into our system by way of our throat? Why is it okay? I don't know. We have the power to choose. We have the power to live our life today and choose not to drink and have a healthy, happy, peaceful, sober life. This is starting to piss me off because I was a contributor to this for 2.5 decades, and it's reading this stuff makes me mad because I was a contributor. All right, so that's the U.S. 141,000 people almost in the U.S. every year. 3 million global wide. 3 million around the world die because of alcohol use. That accounts for 6% of all global deaths every year. Oh, this one got to me. 1 in 10 Americans over 12 have alcohol use disorder. 10% of Americans over 12 have alcohol use disorder. Every one of these gets to me. Every day, 385 Americans die as a result of excessive alcohol use. So that's basically taking the big number and divided by 365. But 385 people in this country die every day because of alcohol. Collectively, Americans lose over 3.59 million years of potential life due to excessive drinking. Every year. 3.59 million years of potential life collectively is lost. Let's look at the positive side of that. I've told you guys in past videos that I'm part of a 12-step program. I go to meetings every morning, and I go to 2 meetings every morning, and then twice a week I go to meetings in the evening. So I go to 9 meetings a week. That is by choice. I love to go. Nobody's paying me to go. I don't pay to go. Well, I throw $1 in the basket here and there, but just to contribute. But it's free. I'm around like-minded people who are sober and moving forward, and it makes me happy. And it pulled me out of the depths of hell, to be honest with you. So, but the point I'm getting at, I go to these meetings all the time. So I just talked about 3.59 million years of potential life is lost. Let me give you the other side of the story. Just in our one location. All right, so the last Saturday of every month, we hold a celebration. So it's coming up this Saturday. Last Saturday every month, we celebrate people who have a year or multiple years of sobriety just in our one location. I added it up because they put their names on the board, and they're the people that are going to get their special little medallion, whether it be 1 year or 40 years. I added it up one day, just out of our spot, our location in our city. There were 340 years of sobriety represented on that board from our one location. That was from 1 month. 1 month. That is incredible. That is 340 years of no jail time because of DUI. That is 340 years of life that was given back to those people. Many of those people would be dead. That is 340 years of no domestic abuse due to alcohol. I know people are people, and people are stupid and terrible. And I know there's people who haven't had alcohol that still, get into domestic abuse and crazy stuff. I get that. I'm just saying, it's amped up when alcohol is involved. It is. 340 years of people not going to jail because of alcohol. 340 years of people not getting liver disease like I'd have right now. I have cirrhosis of the liver, and I was given 50% chance of living in 90 days. That was 2 years ago this month. And now my liver is totally normal. So, all right, I'm getting off track here. Oh, I hate this one. 13,384 people were killed in a car crash due to involving alcohol impaired drivers. 13,384 Americans were killed in a car crash due to alcohol impaired drivers. Let's break that down to make it even more sensible and being able to grasp it. That equates to 37 people in the US are killed every day in crashes due to alcohol. 37 people yesterday got killed due to a DUI. They were driving under the influence. That equates to one death every 39 minutes. How many people, and you don't have to be a 25-year drunk like me to go out there and kill somebody. You could be on your first bender, you might be 21, you might be 20, and got some, doing some underage drinking and go out and kill somebody tonight. And the rest of your life is ruined. The person you killed's life is ruined. And all of the families for both parties' lives are ruined. So you don't have to be in total despair and drinking 40 shots a day like I was to go out and kill somebody. One person is killed every 39 minutes. I hate this one. Most of us have kids, probably watching this, you have kids. I do. 229 children between the ages of 0 and 14 are killed each year. Understand, every number that I give you, that number is increasing every year. 229 children between 0 and 14 are killed every year. Last year, there were around 1 million arrests made for DUI. 1 million. I got a DUI. All right. And just so you know that I'm not sitting here thinking that I'm holier than thou, because trust me, I am not. I'm doing these videos because my life has been transformed in a very short amount of time. And I'm doing these videos not only to help myself and be accountable, but to help somebody else before something like this happens. So never think that I am better than you. I'm not better than my next door neighbor. I'm not better than anybody in those meetings I go to. I'm just trying to be better than I was yesterday. And that's what I set out to do. One day at a time, 24 hours at a time, I'm trying to be better than I was the previous day. So yeah, I got a DUI about 17 years ago. Here's the not holier than thou part. I deserve thousands of DUIs. I started my day with vodka. I didn't drink coffee. I started it with vodka. And I went to work under the influence. And I am sure I was over the BAC level of 0.8 or 0.08. I deserve thousands of DUIs. And by the grace of God, He had a plan in my life. Maybe it's doing what I'm doing right this second. But by the grace of God, I only got one DUI. And by the grace of God, I didn't kill somebody. Because I rode a motorcycle for years. I was in motorcycle clubs where that's all we did was drink and ride our motorcycle. There were many times, hundreds of times, I had no business being in a car, even more so on a motorcycle. I am not holier than thou, folks. 1 million arrests due to DUI. This one too. Here's the last statistic, and I'm going to shut this down. I'm already at over 14 minutes. 3% of all drivers at any given time are legally impaired. Go out 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Wednesday, Saturday at 5 p.m., pick a time, 24 hours a day, 3% of the drivers that you see. So three cars out of 100 are legally drunk. They're drunk. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Let's just be real. They're drunk. 3% at any given time. I hope this is a wake-up call. I hope this, if it's not a wake-up call, I hope it makes you think a little bit. There is no level of alcohol that's healthy for you. Not a little bit. There's none. For me, it's total abstinence. But I'm going to tell you, it's not easy at first. It gets better, and it's worth it. Every second is worth it. But it does get easier, and your life gets so much better, folks. It does. So for me, it's total abstinence, nothing that messes with my head. I hope these stats, even though it's the ugly truth, I hope these stats make some sense. And I'm going on to not drink. I haven't drank today. It is 2:30 in the afternoon. I'm not going to drink today. And I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning clear-headed, ready to start my day. So you guys be safe out there. Think about what I'm saying. Leave me some comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. And if you find this useful, please subscribe. I will talk to you probably tomorrow. Y'all have a good one.